Okay, so for today's video, we are going to cover either double stick or single stick versions of a Sumbrada pattern. Okay, Sumbrada, when we say it, we mean to counter for counter or to shadow one another, right? It's a great training drill as long as you realize its limitations. It is not sparring, it is not real life, unless you're free-flowing things and actually putting intent behind it. It is a drill. It is a timing drill. It is line familiarization. You are learning how to defend certain shots, and it's a great way to get repetition. Anyhow, what we're going to deal with is we're going to deal with 3 blocks and 3 attacks. We're going to do it on a 1-to-1 ratio and a 3-to-3 ratio. But before I get started, I should probably teach you the blocks and the attacks. So the first strike we're going to deal with is an angle 1, and then we're going to do an angle 2, and then we'll also incorporate the angle 8. So angle 1 is shoulder to hip, angle 2 is shoulder to hip down diagonal, and angle 8 is a vertical strike straight down the center line. So it's 1, 2, and 8. 1, 2, and 8. 1, 2, and 8. Now again, you can do that with the left hand in 2 different ways. You can do it in just a straight up mirrored mode. Oh, good Lord. Wow. Straight up mirrored mode. 1, 2, and 8. 1, 2, and 8. 1, 2, and 8. I can do the motions, I just get tongue-tied. Then the other option would be to do the exact replica. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 8, and so is this. 1, 2, and 8. 1, 2, and 8. Some systems are a bit stricter on whether this is an angle 1 and this is an angle 1, or this is a 1 and that is a 1. Honestly, I kind of teach it both ways here at the gym, just to kind of make sure everybody that comes out of here at least recognizes both options, so that way they can adapt quickly if they're ever asked to. So we have our 1, our 2, and our 8, or our 1, our 2, and our 8 feeding pattern. Next thing we got to cover here are the 3 different blocks, okay? So the 3 different blocks we're going to do, one is a root block. It is above my head, okay? I have touched on this before. Make sure it's running away from your hand. The roof block is an attack. We're going to cover that with 2 sticks here in a second. But for right now, I'm using it just as a deflection. The high wing is going to look an awful lot like a roof block, except it's bent over just a little bit further. And make sure your head is bent at a 45, maybe not a 45, but make sure it's angled so you can see through this opening, because out here, I'm still at risk. Okay, so make sure you hide behind that deflection. And then the last one we're going to do is what we would call a reverse wing. And you're going to bring this stick here like this, but instead of having this arm as a pillar in front of my face, I hide my eyes and I angle my head again, but I look through this opening. So this motion here. So we have a roof block, we have a high wing, and we have a reverse wing. Roof block, high wing, reverse wing. Roof block, high wing, and reverse wing. If we're doing this with just the left hand, this is roof block, high wing, and reverse wing. Roof block, high wing, and reverse wing. Roof block, high wing, and reverse wing. If you haven't noticed, I'm kind of leaning away from the strike. So if I'm doing a high wing here, I don't lean into it this way, I lean away from it. If I'm doing a reverse wing, I don't lean into it, I lean away from it. I give with it a little bit. So roof block, I duck. High wing, I lean over here. Reverse wing, I lean over here. If I'm using 2 hands, okay? With the second hand, this one is the deflecting shot, and this one helps wipe it away. Again, this also is a shot straight to their hand, but we're not going to focus on that right now. So picture this stick is here, and it blocks this one from coming at me. As it blocks this one from coming at me, this one assists and wipes it down the roof. So I block this and I wipe it down the roof. On the high wing, I take the high wing and I check the hand. High wing and check the hand, high wing and check the hand. On the reverse wing, I hit the reverse wing and I check that hand. I wipe it down again, but this time I'm actually hitting him in the arm as I do so. Wipe it down and wipe it down. So we have a single stick, roof, wing, and wing, and we have a double stick, roof, wing, and wing. Now, when you start to play with double stick, it's important to realize when I'm doing double stick, I'm either right hand dominant or driven, or left hand dominant or driven. So when I'm right hand dominant is what I've just shown you. It's my roof, it's my wing, it's my reverse wing. What I'm doing when I add the second stick is I'm doing a roof and assisting with the left. Doing a wing, assisting with the left. Doing a wing and assisting with the left. That should all be done as well with the left roof assisting with the right, the left wing assisting with the left, and the left reverse, or assisting with the right, and the left reverse wing assisting with the right. So it should go 1, 2, and 3. So the idea is you should be comfortable with either combination at all times. Because once you build this flow up, which I'm hoping to turn this into somewhat of a unit, once you build this flow up, it will grow on you. And you will have to, at sort of rapid pacing, figure out which one you're going to use. Now, we have learned 3 blocks and we've learned 3 strikes. We're going to put these together in our 1-to-1 ratio. Next, we'll put it together in a 3-to-3 ratio first. So, what we're dealing with here is I'm going to feed the 1, the 2, and the 8. The 1, the 2, and the 8. The 1, the 2, and the 8. If I do it right. 1, 2, and 8. 1, 2, and 8. What I want you to do as I'm feeding that is I want you to work the 3 deflects. So I'm feeding the 1, so it's a high wing. The 2 is a reverse wing, and the 3 is a roof block. So 1, 2, and 8. 1, 2, and 8. 1, 2, and 8. 1, 2, and 8. So again, I feed you a 1, I feed you a 2, and I feed you the 8. You should be going inside high wing, inside reverse wing, and roof block. High wing, reverse wing, and roof block. Okay, this is our 3-to-3 ratio. I feed you the 1, I feed you the 2, I feed you the 8. I could also feed you the 1. I could feed you the 1 on this side and feed you the 8. Your blocks don't change. You still will go wing, wing, roof. It just depends on which hand you choose to pick it up with. That's for another video. So 1, 2, and 8, or high wing, reverse wing, and roof block. Now, we're going to go 1-to-1. This is how we usually do it in class. This is going to be, you feed me the angle 1, I do the high wing. I feed you the angle 2, you do the reverse wing. You feed me the angle 8, I do the roof block. I now feed you the 1 and you high wing. You feed me the 2 and I reverse wing. I feed you the 8 and you roof block. Then the cycle repeats. You feed me the 1, I high wing. Okay? I feed you the 2, you reverse wing. You feed me the 8, I roof block. I feed you the 1, you high wing. You feed me the 2, I reverse wing. I feed you the 8, you roof block. This is high wing, I feed to roof block. Or this is angle 1, you feed to angle 8. However you want to call it out, however it works for you, you're going to have to find that out. So some of the methods would be you call out all of the blocks, right? Even if you are not doing them. So this is high wing, reverse wing, and roof block. High wing, reverse wing, and roof block. Now, I'll be honest, that's how I learned. It might help you, it might confuse you. It kind of confused me up until it clicked. So another way to do it would be to counter, to think of it as wing to roof. 1, wing, 8. Wing, 2, roof, 1, wing, 8. So you call out exactly what you do. And then of course the other side of this would be to call out all the numbers. So then that would be a 1, that would be a 2, that would be an 8, that would be a 1, that would be a 2, and that would be an 8. So that is how we will start into our Sumbrada patterns through this medium. What we just did, we tend to call small box here at the bottom of the gym. I have heard it referred to as top of the box Sumbrada. But essentially what we're doing is we're making a box pattern, okay? It's just sort of shoulder, head, shoulder, or neck, shoulder, neck, however you want to think about the targeting. But the idea is it's a cyclical drill that is a phenomenal training tool for rhythm and for timing and for repetition, for line familiarization, for angulation of your attack, for footwork. All of these things can really come out of this training. But again, as you're flowing, especially once you get a partner and you're really clicking sticks fast, realize that it is a set pattern at this moment. When it becomes a bit more free flow, when we start adding some fakes, when we start adding intent, that's when it starts to really translate into combat applicative. Wow, I am butchering this in the speech side of things tonight. But just like I mentioned in other videos, I'm not going to edit that. One, because I hate editing, and two, because I screw up, whatever. If we start adding intent, we start adding fakes, we start adding speed to this, and we break the drill, then it becomes more combat applicable. Damn it, I almost had it that time. Anyway, just try and have fun with this. And for those of you guys who've been with me a while, you've done this drill a number of times, right and left-handed, different weapon combinations. It's a very common drill. It's a fairly basic drill. So I hope you have fun with just this intro video. We will build off of this.